Remember back in 2015 when Carphone Warehouse had millions of customer records breached? The then CEO Dido Harding was all over the media calling it a sustained and sophisticated attack, and they'd done everything in their power to make sure it hadn't happened, but you know, stuff happens. Well, the Information Commissioner's Office just issued a report after their investigation, and it does not look pretty. Let me just get into character to read out some of the important findings. Software was woefully out of date. They were running a 6-year-old WordPress installation. I wouldn't even run a 6-day-old version of WordPress. The WordPress was accessed by the attacker with valid credentials. How did the attacker get hold of valid credentials? Nobody knows, because there was no credential management in place. The approach to software patching was seriously inadequate. A patch management standard was in place, but it was never followed, and no measures were in place to check whether software updates and patches were implemented regularly. Inadequate vulnerability scanning and penetration testing measures were in place at the time. No routine testing was carried out. On the first day of the attack, an internal scan was carried out, but failed to identify any vulnerabilities, suggesting scanning measures were insufficiently robust. I like that word, robust. However, the Commission understands that no internal or external pen testing had been conducted in the 12 months leading up to the attack. The company had no web application firewall. The company couldn't even detect when someone was scanning their site. None of the servers on the system had antivirus. Again, contrary to policy. The first internal alert only occurred 15 days after the system was first compromised. All the servers had the same root password, which was known to about 30 to 40 members of staff. The system contained large volumes of historic transaction data, including full credit card details. Carphone Warehouse said it was not even aware that this historic transaction credit card data was held on its systems at the time. It suggests that the company didn't even understand its own IT systems. Historical transaction data was encrypted, but the encryption keys were stored in plain text within the application's source code. The Commission's view is that this was plainly a multifaceted contravention of DPP7 in this case. And so the ICO has fined Carphone Warehouse £400,000.
Yeah.